Look,
Exactly, come knock on my door. I've never had anybody knock on my door.
If we ever get to that, I guarantee you, whether you live with your parents or you're not, I am knocking at the door.
Damn.
Stamp it.
But if it's Mercina, you better
Ladies
have
know
a
that.
bouquet of flowers, not even just regular flowers, roses.
So I'm a one rose type of guy because I'll be mad. I get 12 roses, you throw them
He
all
on
away.
that bachelor shit like
I'm
that.
okay if you throw one rose away, but you're not.
Like, have you ever bought a girl roses?
Nah.
No?
Nah, but I brought flowers.
Thank you be capping.
No,
Look at this
no,
capping ass
no,
motherfucker.
no.
Some talk to me, this could get interesting. Know you get money, well, how are you spending it? Is it your passion or is it about Benjamins? Is it about cash or the fact that you didn't quit? Talk to me, let's sip on some wine. Discussion about future, the past, and the grind. What's an excuse when it's last on your mind? I love what you do, may I ask for your time?
Talk to me. Welcome to the Talk to Me podcast. I'm your favorite host from the East Coast, Don Worm. And as you can see, we got Elsa, Taiki, and Mercina in the house, the Zoom, whatever you want to call it. How y'all doing? You're looking good, I guess.
Minus me.
How y'all doing, though?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, you know. I was off today,
Oh.
Ain't work at all.
Off for what?
Ain't working tomorrow either, you know what I'm saying? So I'm cool.
Okay.
Might gotta take a shot for the people, but other than that, I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Right. You're doing better than us. So.
I've seen better days.
We're gonna leave it at good for now.
Yeah.
It's been a long week.
And it's not over yet.
Yeah, and it's not over yet.
Shit.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Speaking of this week, can y'all recall like a time when you noticed something about yourself and you was like, hold up, I gotta change this. What the hell? Has that happened anytime recently?
Don, was it you that I asked in the car last weekend, or was it Kamal?
It was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, bet. Nah, 'cause I do that often.
Yeah.
I just asked him, I don't know how I phrased it to you. I forgot I was lit, but I was like,
I remember.
how did I phrase it? I was like, if you had to just judge me based on how I am today, would you say I live my life right? Right? That's what I said, right?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Especially when I'm that I overanalyze myself.
Yeah.
That's
So this is
Yeah, that was like a psh.
Wait, you just asked that question in the car? Like,
niggas
I'm pretty sure that's how I asked it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what we were talking about. But
Yeah, it was last Friday coming from a party or whatever. But mine isn't as deep. It's kind of irrelevant, but I don't give a fuck. So normally, as growing up, I used to have really white teeth. I used to always get the compliments all the time, right? So they used to be, oh my God, your teeth so white. So as you guys know, I've been drinking, smoking hookah, doing a little this, doing a little that. And I looked in the mirror and my teeth yellow as fuck. Like, why y'all didn't tell me this, yo?
I didn't know you when you had white teeth.
So they always been yellow.
Oh, hey, that's what they look like when I met you.
Bruh, I fucking went to one. I went to Target. I bought a $50 electric joint. I bought some white strips.
You don't have
we
an
gotta
electric
get this
toothbrush
shit back
yet?
on the road. Nah,
Oh,
they used
see,
to
that's
always
what you
tell me to
fucked
get
up.
it.
Yeah.
Amazon.
I was hard-headed. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got the Oral B. So we gonna see what's good in a month. But another thing. So we got No Note November, right?
No who? No note or no nut?
No Nut November. Taiki, are you
No.
Participating?
participating?
I'll never take a month off.
What? Do women know about this? Because that's not fair.
If we got No Nut November, what y'all got, ladies?
I don't even know. I ain't even gonna say it.
I-
Nope.
It's like,
I would not willingly participate in that.
true.
If there's a month in my life where that so happens, that's the month, but it's not a.
Got you. Nah, I
Let's
got
talk
you.
about something that's appropriate for both genders. What about
I know, it was a joke.
November?
It was
No
just,
shade November. What
but
about you,
one
John?
thing.
I hope none of you women are participating in that.
My legs
Hey,
might be participating in that.
Get your shit off.
But you
It's
can't,
getting
you
colder.
can't just single out one part of your body though. It's like all or nothing.
Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm
What?
giving up hookah.
No, I'm
For the
saying
full
like
month.
in November, like if you do the no shade November, like you can't just only qualify your legs. It's either all or nothing.
No, because guys just qualify their face. When you think of no
Yeah,
shade
you guys
November,
do
you
like
just
your
think-
beard.
That's the only thing we shave.
What?
Is
I mean,
it?
for the most part. I mean, you know what I'm saying though. Like y'all shave a lot of shit.
Like the whole time we only shave that joint like probably 3 times a year, if that.
Okay.
You're right.
Mine's a little more often than that, but
For real?
yeah,
Well, you can
3
tell,
times a
like,
year.
I barely got armpit hair and shit, so I ain't got a lot of
you
hair.
don't got
Did
nothing.
you do did you, what is it called? Did you wax it at some point or laser it at some point?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
So you're what's it called?
Yeah. Oh yeah, nah. If you was to feel my skin, like you'd be like it's soft as a baby bottom.
You lucky, you hairless.
That's what they tell me. It's like nah. True. But yeah,
What'd
I
you
don't
say?
know.
You said you gave up hookah.
Yeah, I'm done for the month of November, man.
Cap. Not not believe that.
I don't
Oh
believe
God.
Me either. Boy,
Oh,
smoke
God.
the hookah every day.
I'm 3 days good, man.
Well, too bad today's November 5th, so
All right.
another 2.
We'll talk to you in a week.
I
But
made this
we're voting for you,
decision
though.
Monday. I made this decision Monday. But all right, so now we on November. Mercina.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of November, you know, all the traditions that we used to carry, like we had Friendsgiving, we go out the day before Thanksgiving. What do you guys think about what's going to happen this month? Nothing? Keep it kind of intimate, close family, close friends?
It's definitely gonna be different. Personally, my family and I haven't even talked about Thanksgiving plans, and that's terrible because we're 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
But I did see that Mayor Bowser in DC put like these restrictions up. Like whoever comes into DC from the high risk states, there's 42 of them on this list. They have to, yeah, there's 42. They have to bring in a negative COVID test. So before it was like you came in and you had to quarantine for 14 days. Now you have to bring in this negative COVID test. But it's like, who is monitoring this? We don't know.
That's what I'm
saying. That's the new, I guess, whatever order.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, I don't know because apparently the cases are going up, and I might be banned from going to like New York and Massachusetts with my family.
Y'all better have a Zoom Thanksgiving and shit.
I mean, not just us. I mean, everybody. It's like if you want to have Friendsgiving, maybe like 5 of your closest friends or something, and then like Thanksgiving just with your family. It's a sad time, you know.
Shit, we having Thanksgiving at Friendsgiving at Tucky Crib.
Come if you want.
Is this my invite? My public invite?
Yeah, I got the little motherfucking temperature gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I have one too. I can bring it.
Yeah, exactly. Start knocking them down.
You know,
I don't know. To be honest with you, I didn't even think about it until my mom actually called me last night, and she was like, "I'm glad you're having fun in your 20s, but like your grandma's coming to Thanksgiving, like you need to chill on going out." And so I was like, I'll just go get tested, like on Wednesday or Tuesday. But then I'm thinking like people normally go out the night before Thanksgiving, so like I probably won't be able to participate in that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be open. We usually go to DC, and DC's.
Yeah.
Nah, DC open. They
Yeah,
said
they just open park. Matter of fact.
Yeah, they open like brunch wise. It's a little open. Yeah.
Yeah, my homie
They said
was like,
somebody got a section at Rose Bar type shit. Like it's open. Kind of.
Whoa, I didn't know that. I thought it was just the brunch.
I could be capping. I could have swore someone said that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Nonetheless, this season is gonna be super, super like slow, quiet, sad. Speaking of sad, do you guys believe in seasonal depression? Has it hit you guys yet?
Already smacked me in the face.
Huh?
It's already smacked me in the face.
Yeah.
I felt that.
I like the time change because 1 hour of sleep, whatever, the next day work feels good.
That shit helped that Sunday.
But then like 5 o'clock hits, you're off of work, you want to go run errands, hit the gym, and it's just getting
dark. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You gotta be a man on a mission or a woman on a mission.
Like literally, you spend the whole time there's light outside working.
Yeah.
Literally, you might get an hour here on the front or back end, depending on when you start and when you get off, but that's it.
That's why I definitely, personally, around this time, I know that I always like my personal emotional state starts taking a dip. So I do believe in it. I strongly believe in it. I think a lot of people go through it. I think this one is going to be hard for a lot of people. So check in on your strong friends, check in on the ones that are saying I'm good, check in on the ones that are just like going all over the place, not care, because those are the ones that may be going through some things, And I would recommend which is like a note to myself too, getting up earlier so you get the sunshine. Or getting some vitamin D pills. We got some here.
But the thing
take
is,
them daily so that that level in your body is up there.
what time does the sun even rise? Like 7:30? 7?
No, earlier.
Yeah,
I think.
it be bright when I go to work when I'm on the road at like 6. It be
Really?
all right. It
I
be
want to say
lit.
like maybe like 5:30.
Yeah, I would say 5.
Sunrise. Today's was 6:40.
What?
Yeah.
But the sun set at 5. So
Yeah,
it's like
I know when the motherfucking sun set. I know that one.
We all know.
Yeah, I
it.
know when the sun go down. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
It's like we off of work. Oh shit, the sun
Okay.
is down already.
Right. That ass.
Hey, random question. What y'all since we talking about, like chilling and season of impression and stuff, what are y'all watching on Netflix? Y'all watching anything currently?
I just watched. I finished it in like 3 days. It's called Grand Army. It's about these high school kids from Brooklyn in New York, obviously. But I liked it. It was really good. Like they focused on the students and like their personal lives, and they touched upon like racism and rape and wanting to fit in and like real things that kids and I could imagine nowadays go through, because if we went through it when we were in high school, now it's
Probably worse.
crazier with all this social media.
Mhm.
So I really like it, but it's just one season, so I'm hoping
I'm like
Yeah.
very grateful.
So it's a documentary?
No. It's a show, but if they
shit.
touched upon like real things, it wasn't like this fantasy. Like it was real. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's dope.
I just watched I know I'm late, but I was just trying to figure out shit. I didn't watch it, but I just finished watching Euphoria yesterday.
I haven't watched that shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
Shit.
that. That's like another high school.
It's
type
just
thing.
like that. It's like that. It's like there's like a lot of people's own storylines and shit, but like I think it's kind of like based off one. It's Zendaya's in it, but like the other girl is like trying to live a life as like a transgender. They got to incorporate all that shit nowadays, but I don't mean it in a bad way. But
Is
Yeah,
Euphoria?
this other show incorporated.
nah, it's on
Hulu?
HBO.
Stars?
what's the other joint? HBO.
Oh,
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, you see that most shows are tailored to all that shit now. You gotta have some kind of shit in it, I think. It sounds bad. I don't mean to say it.
You said all that shit. I was like, yo, we said
Everyday situations.
Hey, you with all that shit or you ain't with all that shit? What you
well,
watching?
the show I'm watching isn't a day-to-day thing. It's called The Queen's Gambit. It's on Netflix.
Someone just said that.
That joint's
Yeah,
hard?
it's based in 1960s.
Mhm.
And it's a little orphan girl who's become kind of addicted to drugs, and she's trying to become the world's best chess player. At first, I was like, chess, I don't know, but the show's really good.
I heard about that as well.
Yeah.
I have to watch that.
Nah, the reason why I asked y'all this, like, I'm a big fan, and like, I fucking love this show. I don't know if you haven't heard it, but if you haven't, it's a series called Love Island.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Bruh.
boy. But why is that your recommendation?
Nigga,
My God.
this
First of
shit.
all,
Boy, this mindless
Wait.
TV.
Young
Yeah.
people.
Hey,
boy.
Hey, let me break this down.
Look,
for
we
the
all
people.
talking about like good ass show. You talking about Love Island.
Bruh,
That's like the new fucking
bruh.
what's his name, bro?
Bachelor.
Bro, you gotta switch it up. Y'all talking about depressed people, fucking.
No, bro. Talking about shit that
No,
like,
we're talking about everyday life.
yeah.
This is everyday life too.
no, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
We gotta find love.
No, you watch shit that
Elsa,
can
what you
text
tell me every time you drunk? You need to get a girlfriend. Why don't you like
I'll tell you
her?
that right now. You need
You
to get a girlfriend.
You should be happy I'm watching Love Island. Damn it.
But
Love
isn't that the one
Love Island.
where it's like they bring in random people together and then they have to omit from having?
Yes.
Nah, that's
Oh,
not
that's
it. Nah. Let me get my
I'm
shit
thinking the
off.
same thing as you, Elsa.
No, it ain't too hot to handle. It's better than that.
Oh.
That's what I tell my people. Watch that.
You
If
know
you
them
like
all,
that,
though.
you're gonna like Love Island. So Love Island is basically, it starts off basically 5 guys, 5 girls, and daily or like every 2 days, there's new people that come in and new people come out. Obviously the object of the game is to obviously fall in love and be the last couple standing. You get voted off because it's aired live. So basically, if today was day 1, it would get aired the next day. Obviously, that's not live, but like that's how live it is. You know what I'm saying? So you as a fan, if you're watching it on TV or whatever, you can vote for the best couple and all that stuff. So that's basically a quick little thing on it. Like I like this so much, I applied for that bitch, but it was a little bit too late. I was trying to get on that joint. It was about to be lit.
Oh my goodness, you imagine.
You know what you would love? You know what you would love and be great at is Married at First Sight. You would love that shit.
But the show that you were describing, Dom, it sounds like Love is Blind and The Circle put together.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Shows?
Yeah.
Love is Blind and The Circle. Like people were booted off The Circle, but Love is Blind, like you had to find somebody and get engaged.
If you guys were to pick one of those shows to be a part of, what would you choose?
I just said mine.
I know.
The Circle. The Circle.
I ain't seen that many. I would probably go on like The Real World or some shit if they still had that. That was my shit. But
because you can travel out and go party and shit. Like with Love Island, you're literally on an island.
Yeah, no, I'm hip.
Your villa and that's it type shit.
Uh-huh.
You get battle tested with your love, and it helps you like really see how compassionate you are. So, anyways, what I wanted to break down to you guys was all right. One of y'all, let's go with Elsa. Elsa, pick two numbers 1 through 4.
Two numbers 1 through 4.
Correct.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. All right. We can take this out or we can keep it, depending on how good it is. All right, so 2 and 4.
Oh,
all right. So 2 and 4. Ah, fuck. All right, we'll do this. All right, so it's Dom and Messina. All right. So I'm giving you a scenario. Yes, giving you a scenario. So if we're at a kickback, right? If you're at a kickback, Messina, and I'm coming, none of the girls know me. So the girls are like, "Oh my God, how is he? He's coming." How would you describe me?
What?
How would you describe me?
Wait.
First of all, I don't know how we got to this point.
What's the question?
So if she's at a kickback and everybody's chilling, girls got there, we drinking and all that stuff, and the girl's like, "Oh, I heard Dom's coming. How is he?" How would you describe me?
So they'd never seen you before, but I just told them, "Oh, my friend Dom's coming."
Correct. They never seen me.
I'd be like, he about 5'6", 5'7".
On a good day.
He got light eyes, but don't be fooled. He ain't Dominican.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm serious though. I'm serious.
That's probably serious.
It's
Nigga, I'm 5'7.5". That's why I said.
Yeah, my point.
I
say 5'7" on a good day. Anyways, I'd be like, he loves him some hookah. He's easy to talk to. He got swag. He know how to dance sometimes, when he's feeling lit a little bit. He's a good time.
All right, cool. So now I got to do you. The reason why I thought of this activity is because with people just watching this episode or just tuning in to our podcast, they really don't know us. You know what I'm saying? I watch podcasts all the time and I really don't I watch Joe Budden and them. I have an idea of them, but when you're watching something, you want to feel like you somewhat know them. You know what I'm saying? So I was just giving the audience,
but why you made me pick two numbers and you?
Yeah, what?
No, I'm gonna go with Messina. I'm gonna do Messina too.
Sorry, I know
I'm gonna do Messina
going
too.
somewhere, but I just want to know.
I had a random list of us 4, right? And if you would have picked 1 and 3, it would have been Elsa and Taiki type shit.
Yeah, okay.
It's some corny shit. We don't gotta do it, but it's all good. We here now. So all right, so I'm at a kickback with my nigga Taiki and shit, a couple of them fellas. So Messina coming through.
Oh shit.
Damn. I did not want me to do this. I wanted y'all to do it. So
well, you put me on the spot. Now it's your turn.
All right. So I'd be like,
you better find me.
Damn, I don't know what I would say because I ain't never been in this position. I would say she's pretty tall. Well, to me at least. She like 5'8", 6 foot with heels and shit. She's gorgeous.
Thanks.
She's very I would say she is like you said, easy to talk to, funny. She has really good banter. You know what I'm saying? She can crack a joke because you know how most females can't take a joke and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with it, but she's good with banter.
You learned
She a
that from Love
little
Island?
she a little tomboyish and girlyish at the same time. Solid mix and can dance, and definitely always down for a good time. That's what I would say.
Thanks.
That's all I
I
got.
appreciate that.
All right, so we're gonna get out of this thing because I know Tyke about to cook my shit. Hey, we deleting that shit, bro. I'm off. All right, so how y'all feeling about this election, guys?
Oh my God.
Also, take 2 sips of wine for one for me.
Yeah, I need like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. This was not. It was. Not, I should have just lied and said Tyke and Messina. Fuck.
That would have been bad.
Okay.
All right. So.
I don't like shit.
So yeah, as you know, the predicament we're in right now, we're still waiting for the United States president to be elected, either new or former. How are you guys doing this week? As far as we're still waiting to see who's gonna win. How y'all living?
I paid 0 attention to it.
You do?
I stopped paying attention to it because it's too many conflicting stories and it's too many tugging and pulling on it, and too many people are coming out with different things every hour, and all the numbers change every hour, and I'd rather not have an expectation on one or the other. I'd rather just see the final result. And
So you wait until like next week. That's what
obviously you can't avoid it. It's like on every fucking platform that you get on, like literally. But like I have not gone out of my way to try to like stay in tune with it. Like the first day I was watching, and it was just all back and forth, and then I knew that it wasn't going to be finished the first day just based on the mail-in, but I was under the impression that they might get it done, and now it's just getting dragged out fucking the wazoo. So I'm trying to go through my day-to-day until it's been finished. Because I'm not going to sit in front of the TV for every day and continue to watch something that they're telling me is not going to be ready today.
We don't really, is there like a time they said, okay, I saw November 12th, but I'm like, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like November 12th is November 5th.
Yeah, we still got a week. I've just been kind of anxious. Like, you know how you check your phone every morning for like texts or emails? Mm-hmm. I go to Apple News. I'm like looking at the electoral votes, like, did it go up? Did it go down? But then again, like it stays the same for a couple of days now.
Yeah.
Until the mail-in ballots are counted. So it's like shit. And then you see it all over, Instagram. So it's like, you can't really escape it. You might as well just
I know.
live it.
Do it, It's been the same. I feel like it's been Tuesday all week. I personally have it on my Safari, so I just refresh, refresh all day. I'm one of those people. That's what I've been doing, and it's not good. I don't recommend it. But that's where I've been all week.
Why isn't the numbers not changing? It's been at 95 forever. Yeah, I've been probably like every 4 hours. I check the electoral college like results or update. I would check that. Not really like a huge politics guy, but obviously who's not interested in this this year's like election. You know what I'm saying? Some people are saying this is probably the most important presidency in the past 20 years. However you want to look at it, it's somewhat important. But yeah, that's like really my take on it. I really don't got too much to say about it.
I will say though, the best
with that matter, I would say.
I will say the best part of all the stress and the anxiety it comes with. I think I'm sure you guys seen like the memes of waiting for the last states to like flip or like to be counted. They make my day. Like they put in like movie skits that like or songs. Like how long does it take to count freaking votes? It's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, the memes have been good.
There was this one joint, I don't know if it was true or not, if they were bullshit, and someone tweeted and was like, bro, why y'all rushing Nevada? We're 50th in education, relax.
I saw that. Yes.
Oh shit. Nah,
Good
joints been funny. That's one thing I like about the internet. And throughout dark times, you can always get a laugh, goddamn it.
I want to know who makes those because I swear that I don't got no friends.
I know.
These guys just be floating around. I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers are funny. All my friends.
And they go viral. Like, it's crazy. Yes. You never know who the original person is.
Right.
Exactly. People be stealing
each other's tweets.
Facts.
To read.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite one was, I don't know if you guys watched what is it called? The Zookeeper? Is it with the sloth?
Yes,
And it's like, this is the
that's
dude
Nevada.
the votes in Nevada.
Have you seen it?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't see that joint. I didn't see that joint.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of them, and they all go viral. And it's a good laugh. I mean, in this stressful time, our anxiety is like through the roof because the race is unfortunately really close. Just fingers crossed, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. So staying on topic a little bit. As you can tell, this is very, as far as like the intensity and it's a very, I can't think of the word, but we'll just go with intense, atmosphere as far as with, people posting about Trump and people posting about Biden, it's kind of nasty to me, So I would just wanted to get you guys' opinion about like when you see people post like, if you voted for Trump, don't follow me. We're no longer friends. Fuck you. You're a racist. How do you guys feel about that?
Marcina, you can start because you led off with that in the beginning.
Snitch.
No, I would say I kind of agree. Like, I don't want to be friends or surrounded by people like like that meme that says like, oh, we can argue over, I don't know, food, but when it comes to morals and kind of like policies that affect people's safety, people's health, like if you follow this man Trump, I'm sorry, as soon as I see posts on Facebook, I'm like, this is the end of our Facebook friendship. Unfollow. I don't know, I can't, it's just ignorance to me, I guess, in my personal opinion, when they post stuff about him. And it's like, okay, I guess the first 4 years when you elected him, you didn't really know how he would be. But the fact now you have all these facts in your face about how he's been in the past 4 years, and you're still like eyes wide open voting for him. I'm sorry, I can't. And then when they talk about like, oh, it doesn't matter who you vote for, like we should all be friends, we should all take care of each other. No, this one matters. Previous probably didn't matter, but this election right here, it matters. So yeah. That's my stance on that.
Okay.
I'm indifferent about it, obviously. But I voted for Trump, obviously, in 2016. Stuck to my word this election because I wanted to inform you all that I did not vote for him. Although I don't agree with all of the Democratic parties.
Right.
I did it out of my moral compass and only that. Not only that, but like my moral compass and my friendships of ethnicity. So I try to listen to my friends this year and people that are closest to me. But I got family members that voted for Donald Trump, and then I got other family members that didn't, and that's why I'm kind of glad about this Thanksgiving, going back to that we're not all going to be together because we are family, and they're going to debate, and we're not going anywhere. So I'm excited about that. But no, I'm not. I mean, it's easier for me to say it. Like I said, like I'm a white guy. Everything doesn't directly or indirectly affect me. I listen to my peers and see what's going on, but I still am a believer that people are allowed to have their opinion, whether everyone likes it or not. And if that's what people choose to do to unfollow people or whatever, then so be it. I don't think if that's your closest friend or like me and Dom, I think if we were on different sides of the political party again this year, I don't think that we would stop talking, but we would probably talk about it or have a conversation about it, but I don't think that we would. So I think it just there's levels to that type of thing. There's people on Facebook that, I mean, obviously if you don't want to see it, then you don't have to, obviously, but most of those people everyone added in high school just to have friends. So
those were one of the ones that I followed. They were mainly, I'm like, who is this again? Oh, from high school. All right, you don't even matter anyway, so it's
no, I mean in all honesty though, I try to like understand where people are coming from. Like, there's like a lot of people that are like actually like just diehard Trump individuals. Like my visions align more on the right, but I also align with shit on the left. So that's what I don't really consider. But like you won't ever catch me running around with a flag of any person running for president at all ever in my life. But nah, like I said, I'll wrap it up with that. I mean, I just think it's all situational, and I'm gonna let it go, just like she said.
A moral that I normally try to live by majority of the time, as far as like, perspectives on people, I always try to move with logic and not emotion. So like, think about it. Like, say if you were brought up in a household, doesn't matter what color, and y'all made your family made pretty good money, right? So, and you have friends of all shades of ethnicities and all that stuff like that. And let's just say your family is on the right. Cool with it. Who are you to judge me off of what I've basically been taught and, it's been drained in my head that I should probably do it? Yeah, I can do my research, but at the end of the day, everyone is either voting for themselves or voting for their family. So what if I was to vote for myself and vote for my family that's well off and that believes in the Republican Party? How am I ignorant for going with, basically what I've been taught and what I believe that will help out me and my family? You know what I'm saying? Because I voted Democrat for obviously affordable health care with my family and stuff like that. And I don't think I am ignorant for voting for, the left. And I think people shouldn't think people are ignorant for voting for the right. The reason why I say it is because to tie everything up together, you can do whatever you want. That doesn't make them a racist, and that doesn't make us a racist. You know what I'm saying? Or no matter what side you vote on. If you vote for the right and you don't necessarily believe everything Trump stands for and all that stuff, but you're still voting for the right, I'm cool with it. But once it comes to racism doesn't exist and you're agreeing with some of the racist antics that Trump has had, that's when I'm like, all right, I feel like anyone has the right to call someone ignorant for it. But I'll just leave it at that. I ain't gonna really go into full detail. You can go, Austin.
No, I was just saying that because she can't speak on everything.
Oh, shit.
I will say, okay, so there was another question we were going to touch upon today in terms of whoever wins. It doesn't matter who wins. I'll say a little something about that. I think it does matter who wins. Like with if you work for a company, the head person is the face of the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if there's somebody at the top who is being disrespectful towards certain people in the company, who is like liberally saying all these things and doesn't care, then the people in the company are going to feel bad. The people in the company are not going to want to work there anymore. So that's like my comparison to, it does matter who the president is because that's the face of the country.
Right.
And I will say that these last 4 years showed that a leader can influence people to feel powerful and to go out and talk about how they really feel about things. So we saw a lot of racist acts and I mean, I think it's because of social media too, that more things are being shown. It's always happened in this country. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like people felt more empowered to do so because of the leader of the country.
Yeah.
So I do think it matters who the leader of the country is. I don't agree with people that say it doesn't matter who gets elected, because remember, we're not only electing the president, we're electing members of the Senate, we're electing members of the Congress, we're electing House of Representatives. It matters. These are the people that these are the people that are at the Capitol, right down 2 miles from where I live, and they make decisions. So I think it's important. And what I'm going to say about elections is for us to moving forward. And this year, there was a record of the votes that came in, but it's important to educate ourselves, not only about the president, but about who's leading in our communities, about where we live. And I think I've said that before, but that's what matters. And I think the leader of a country does, like, it does matter who wins. Yeah. It definitely does.
Yeah. And I would add to that in my opinion, if you don't care who wins, that just shows you got privilege. Like, that's how privileged you are, that you don't care who wins. Because all this, like, you're my neighbor, we should take care of each other. Like, I mean, yeah, but this is like one of the most historic elections. Yeah. And it's been such a feud between the two parties, like it's been black and white, so it's going to say a lot about the people who voted for Trump and people who voted for Biden. Like, I'm voting for the people, like Taiki mentioned, like my friends who are not, because I'm white. So I'm like, I know I'm privileged, but like my, you know, my Latinx friends, my Black American friends, like I'm kind of like voting for them. And like Dom, like you said, you were kind of raised in a way, like your beliefs, you were raised to believe one certain way from your family. It's like I kind of don't agree with that, because I feel like it's on you. You went through education, like to educate yourself. And like I've seen videos where, you know, people who are diehard, like Republicans, their children are telling them why this and this is wrong, or why they disagree, like having a voice, you know. So I do think if you feel if you don't care about who wins, I feel like that's an indication of like you're privileged in this country, and not a lot of people are. So
I think kind of what. Go ahead now.
No, I was going to say, I was more harping on the fact that ignorant is such a harsh word. That's why I personally didn't like, you know what I'm saying? But everyone's saying, a lot of people are saying, yeah, if you vote for Trump, you're ignorant, yada, yada, yada. But I just didn't like that specific word for that situation. You got to take it.
I know people think that if you vote like Republican, you're voting for Trump. But I know a lot of people who don't stand for him as an individual, but vote strictly based on what the Republican Party does. And same with Joe Biden. I think you see most of the people who be like, Joe Biden wasn't my first choice, but he's better than Trump. You know what I mean? Right? I think that's kind of like the narrative that everyone tries to like, go out, like whatever, like, okay, like I understand these and that, but it's better than this. People, I wouldn't say ignorant again, because I think that's not a good point, but there are some people that do in their mind, like separate the policy from the person, which some people also have a hard time understanding, because they don't understand how you could vote for the policy and not the person, because that's the person who represents some of the policies. But that's also how the United States is written up, because they force you to choose a side which aligns with you at the end of the day. For the most part, they force you to pick, okay, well, what do you believe in more? And this is what this party believes, and this is what this party believes in. I guarantee most of the Republicans and the Democrats align on some similar shit, but they have to lean towards other topics on certain things, because they have to draw those votes. And as a United States and society, they force you to do that. That's why there's people that are always like, man, I wish I could vote for third party, but it's never ever going to be an actual thing, because they force you to pick a side, and you know who's going to represent the
one is divided.
Right. The Republican Party and the Democratic Party have their policies that are mainly the same. They get tweaked between each person who represents the party, but there's people that say I'm Republican, I'm Democrat based on gun and abortion and what it is, right? Those are like the main staples that everyone votes on, right? Those never change. It's just the person who represents it. And I think that's the thing that people have a hard time with. They want to have the person that represents the policy the correct way, and the laws that they're going to bring, and yada yada. So it's hard, man. It's hard. I wish I was 12 again, where I didn't bother. Didn't
Yeah.
Or we can speed up this time.
I used to hate, talking about politics. I never wanted to talk about it with like group of friends. Back in high school, I just didn't care for it. But now it's like affecting everyday lives, and it's going to affect our children in the future and our future. So yeah, it's been hard.
Isn't that crazy that politics used to be so private? You used to only have to talk about it, at home and private with your family, and now it's such a public thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is normal conversations now.
That's because during our generation coming up, people have
social media.
It has to be a badge of honor. You have to wear what you believe in, and you have to tell everyone. What do they always tell everyone? You never talk about politics, you never talk about money, and you never talk about religion. How many people do you know? The first thing they ask you is how much you make. Next thing they ask you, who do you vote for? Oh, and what do you believe in? It's almost like religion is third.
It's a checklist.
Religion is third in all three of those, when it used to be the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can marry someone who believes in God and you don't believe in God, or vice versa. That's not really an issue. You can't marry someone in public eye that has a different political viewpoint than you, right?
Facts.
And then what's the next thing? Could you marry someone if your wife made more money than you? Like, it's like it starts to become.
Could you?
Like compare. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was a stay-at-home dad. That's a side note. If I was a stay-at-home dad, I'll be chill. First of all, but as long as we got fucking on the same bank account, but a side note, the political
he wants that joint bank account.
The joint bank account, but the political spectrum has become such at the forefront of, like, because of the news channels. Like, you see, you've got news channels that are more outletted towards the parties. You have individuals and families that it's just like you have to say it. It's become very, like, the video and the camera never stops recording nothing, and I think that's It's only gonna get worse. But
That's yeah. And when you mentioned it's like super public, I don't know if you've noticed, people are just really bold about putting like on Instagram, like who'd you vote for? Trump, Biden. I was like,
They done that?
yes,
multiple
That's
people.
OD.
Like, I mean, I'm comfortable voting like, okay, obviously Biden, but it's like, I'm like, dang, y'all bold just for putting that out there, you know? It used to just be like a whole, don't talk about it. I mean, at work, you're still not supposed to talk about it. I mean, no one does. I mean, my job, but yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be like your sex life, right? You're supposed to keep certain things private. Like, people have gotten to talk about. I'm telling you, it's a ploy. Like, okay, I'm not gonna get into conspiracy theories, but like, they've got people talking about it to keep the nation divided. I'm telling you, like, it was never talked about before, and it's almost a good thing because you know they say the racism has come out, but it's always been here or other certain things. But like, it's almost become a crime to have your own opinion if it doesn't align with the public eye or vice versa. Like, it's become a hate crime. And like, you know, you get beat up, you get fucking like we're going backwards, man. We're not going forward. I'll tell you that.
I would say though, I think I understand where you're coming from, but I think it's important that a lot of people are more involved now.
For sure.
Because in past elections, like people would just vote for whoever and go in and I would want to think that people are actually looking into these candidates and like voting for the one that's going to help their community. And that I'm going back to the local elections and the statewide elections, because those are the ones that matter, at least for us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
So I think it's important that people are more aware of what's going on, of the things that have held us back, because there has been voter suppression in this country. And there was times when it's only been 100 years since women could vote, and that was white women. So I don't know how many years after that colored women were able to vote. So it's like, it's important, but at the same time, I see that it has caused this whole like revolt. So it's about finding the balance. Will we find it? I don't know, but
I don't know. Dead.
I forgot what I was fucking ready to say, but like, I mean, they got to the point where you walk up to the fucking polls and they're giving you a fucking sheet that tells you who you should vote for. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
As I walked in, there was two people fighting. I was getting a red one and a blue one. I was like, what are y'all giving me?
Oh wow.
I was like,
that, you can report. You should have reported that.
Like, it was crazy.
What happened?
They pretty much give you a fake ballot. They show you exactly what the ballot's going to look like, and if you're going to vote Republican, they say this is what you should fill out, and if you're going to vote
that's illegal.
I was like, what the fuck? And I mean, I'm
actually illegal.
The ballot looked exactly. I was like, how the fuck y'all know what the ballot looks like? You know what I mean? I mean, unless it's public. I guess it is public knowledge.
It is public knowledge, but they're not supposed to like tell you.
Yeah, I mean, they were all filled in. Like, if this is what you're voting for, like, I was like, get this shit out of here, bro. Like,
I did go in with because I saw the ballot and I saw it was gonna be on it, and I did my research, and I went in with my piece of paper because I'll be forgetting stuff. Right. So I went in with my paper with the names of who I was gonna vote for, but that's illegal. Like, they're not supposed to like come up to you and say,
"Oh, they did the same to me." Is that not normal? Because I feel like every time I voted, they gave me like sample ballots, like, oh, are you like if you're for Republican, Democrats on this side, and I'm like, okay,
because you can be Democrat, you could have registered as a Democrat, but you can vote for a Democratic
vote for whoever you want, no matter
and then vote for a Republican. What is a senator? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your own views.
Yeah,
like, it was like not.
No, you can vote for whoever you want. It doesn't matter who you're registered. Yeah.
Unless, and this would just be like a conspiracy, like if once you register as something, then they just put all your votes as that party. I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna go ahead and get into that.
I don't know. Like, I know a coworker of mine is like, I'm registered as a Democrat, but like I vote based on more like who I believe is the best candidate for the job every year.
And that's the way it should be.
Like, I don't vote literally. I don't just say I'm a Republican for life, so I'm only voting Republican. I'm not a Democrat for life, so I'm only voting Democrat. Like, he's like, I watch it, I see what I agree with, I see what I don't agree with, I see who represents what aligns best with what I believe, and and then I go based on that.
The question: aren't the policies kind of consistent from, like, let's say, like you mentioned, Taiki, like abortion's a big one, or like gun control. it's kind of been consistent, like Republican versus Democrat, their policies and their stance on it. That's why I feel like people are always on the same team every 4 years because.
Well, those are like the main arguments that people are battling over. So they have to like divide. They can't be like on the fence about it. Like, I kind of, agree with it, but I kind of don't. So like, nah, whatever you want to do is fine. Like, they can't do that. They have to they force you to, pick a side, and then it gets super deep and personal, in my opinion. But
yeah,
like they force you. Like, I don't even know if most people agree with every damn thing that everyone says, but they're just like, there's so many people that are just like, my family does this, and they've always done this, so I'm going to make sure that I also do this. That I'm making their own decision. But
yeah. Do you guys think, like, from what you believe in your policy, like your morals, could you marry someone of opposite?
You missed it. You missed this.
I didn't miss it. I was just kind of
I missed this one too.
Did you guys miss
this conversation? I did. I wasn't on it.
Did we?
Well, answer the question then. You got it. Could you? Elsa, could you?
Us?
Messina?
I don't think I could. It's because like I feel like I'm already gonna have struggles in my future marriage with, like, for example, I guess like language barrier. Let's just say that if I marry an American, there's gonna be a language barrier, period. But then you get as deep as like morals and stuff, and I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
What about you, Elsa?
When it comes down to principles and morals, I think we have to be on the same page. And it could be yeah.
Good take.
I'm listening.
any yeah, no. So no, I wouldn't.
I think me and Elsa kind of draw a line somewhere.
Yeah.
I was like, even religion, I don't mind if my future husband isn't the same religion as me. Like, that's as far as I'll go, and that's a pretty big one, actually. But now it's like speaking about your morals and what you believe in and stuff. It's like
because it ties into other things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I know what I mean in my head, but I know Rashida knows.
Yeah.
Especially with like women's rights and reproductive rights and
yeah.
like
That's what I was thinking about.
It all trickles down.
I think you talk about it at some point before you get married, right? Like, I don't think you just get married and like, hey, by the way,
In blue, are you red?
I forgot to ask you. I think you guys, you'd find a middle ground if you think you could or you couldn't. I don't think it'd stay secret that long. So I don't think I think you can have conflicting issues that you could work, like, try to talk out and work through, but I don't think you could be completely opposite. But it goes back to what we said. Like, do you think that someone should tell you their political views within like the first couple of dates? Like,
I don't think not within the first couple of days, but I think eventually you get to know somebody. They could be a Republican or a Democrat, because either side could, listen, people can be assholes. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's getting to know the person and getting to know their principles, and they could vote either side for good reasons and still be assholes.
I said that you should never lead with it, because I'd want you to actually get to know me before you made a preconceived notion about me just based on who I was voting for.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I mean, because if you meet me for the first couple times, and I tell you immediately, and it's a deal breaker for you immediately, then you're already in your mind going to cut it off. I think like you go out with someone a couple of times, you start to fall for them, and then you guys get to know each other, and then they tell you guys are on opposite spectrums. Then it forces you to make a decision. How much do you really like the person, or is it really, you just can't handle it? So
Her shit about to die.
What's going on?
Her shit about to die. Or is it
There's what's it called? There's a little, what's the thing called? It's like by the
she's trying
door.
to show her abs because she was just.
I'm in a workout gear thing. It's a little, that spring that's right behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
My cat's like
It's
playing
annoying. It's so loud.
She flicked it, and then I looked at her, and she looked at me like, "Bitch, you gonna open the door for me?" Sorry.
It's like Lola. She'll scratch the door.
Yeah. I don't know if
You would think she's a cat.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, it's all good.
Also, how you fill your glass back up?
Mm-hmm.
How you fill your glass back up?
How?
Yeah.
I poured it.
Magic.
You got the bottle with you.
Thought you had that. I thought you had that boy like this.
Still, I was like,
No.
Is this good?
No, he's playing something.
oh,
Is this
That's
good?
that USB
Is this
something.
good?
say when, say when.
No.
That's enough. That's enough. I'm dead.
But what we got? What's next on the?
That's all I got.
Yeah, just I don't know. Don't stress yourself out looking at the election every day. I think I'm gonna just stop and just wait, like be like Taiki, just wait for the result.
Yeah, I found myself in
We'll find
the
out in the
first day,
morning.
like just going back and forth, and it was like looking at my phone, waiting for a girl to text me, and it's always the wrong person. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I got you. I got you.
Someone to text you, and your phone keep buzzing, and every time you pick it up, it's not the person you want it to be.
Facts.
That's how I kept feeling with the election. So I was like,
I'm there right now, waiting for my baby to say, "No, I'm joking."
I just texted you.
Lord.
It was a joke.
It is cover season. Y'all out here. I see y'all.
Yeah, let's talk about cuffing season. What's good, tight?
We don't break when the weather gets cold now.
What's good? Oh, 10 toes down, niggas never
Yeah.
fold. Okay.
I'm going on 27. I'm good. Where
Oh, talk your shit, tight.
I'm at. Saying,
Hell yeah.
I be down bad sometimes, but I don't never settle on that.
Bruh, look. Shit, since we speaking on it, tell me if y'all relate. So, damn, I'm snitching on myself.
I can't relate.
Sick.
Oh, but
Fuck it. So I was talking to my mother. You don't know, it don't matter when. And I think I like joking every once in a while, like, yo, I got a girl, see what she said. And she got like all hype or whatever. I was like, I'm joking. And she was like, well, are you talking to anyone? Like any cute little girl?
He
So
said,
I
Mama,
said-
I'm always talking to someone, Mama. I'm never
Yeah.
not talking to someone.
I said, She was like, well, yeah, you should start thinking, you know what I'm saying? You're getting close to 30. Yeah. Do y'all parents be doing that shit to y'all still?
Bruh.
Not me. My mom's like, you can
Bruh.
take your time. I'm like,
That's good.
thanks. Because I want to take my time, but at the same time, I think I'm the youngest in this chat right now. I mean, in the Zoom.
What, how old are you, Racina?
I'm 25.
Yeah, okay. When you turn 26?
25, 26, 27, 28.
Ah.
I'm dead.
No, but I want to. I mean, I don't mind taking my time as long as it's like 2 or 3 more years max, because I think I'm ready to settle soon. You know, that's why I don't know. Cuffing season. I'd rather have a summer fling than someone to cuff in the wintertime. Then you got to think about
Most
holidays.
people, yeah.
I
Right?
like seasonal
that's
flames.
tough.
And it's awkward, like, if you're talking to someone like, oh, do you get them a gift? What if they get you something, but you don't get
So I don't fuck with none of that.
I got a question for y'all.
Dom's light bulb went off.
So, if you talking to a female for a month, right?
No,
Y'all chilling.
no.
Well, y'all not chilling. Y'all hanging out every weekend, right? Valentine's Day come up.
No.
Should the guy give the girl something if y'all like
Y'all-
talking, but like nothing crazy
Y'all
serious?
can go out to eat.
Yes,
you
it
get
should
a
get her
flower when you
something.
go out to eat.
So I should give the
month?
flowers.
If it's been a month,
A month?
Yes,
yes.
That's
absolutely.
crazy.
You don't have to get like one of those $100
You-
bouquets, but
I'm about to say,
Safeway
you know how
today-
flowers,
Ooh,
much
I
flowers
just
cost?
forgot. I'm so mad
No.
at myself.
If you
So-
guys are just doing, okay, let's go to dinner on Valentine's Day for Valentine's Day.
Nah, we wasn't about to do shit. We about to go after, post. Valentine's.
That's like we've been talking for a month, and at the end of the month,
Yeah.
you supposed to get him something?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna talk to you. That's all I know. After that
I'm
month,
just saying.
Valentine's Day is in the middle of the month.
No, I'm just saying. Like he's saying, they talking for. So that means they're talking January 14th, January 14th to February 14th. They talking.
Yeah.
You supposed to
It
get him something?
doesn't, but you guys are thinking like extravagant. Like for example, today at
A guy giving girl roses is pretty romantic. Or flowers. is
so why
romantic.
would you want to be romantic? Okay, I guess.
is that not like a strawberry?
But what if we
cake?
haven't
Like,
touched that boundary yet? What if we just talking?
What if you give them the flower and they like, whoa, don't you think that's kind of soon? It's only been a month.
Yeah. Rather be safe than sorry.
There's a low percentage
Safe
of
is giving the flowers.
You feel me?
He said, better be safe than sorry. Safe is giving the flowers.
I
yeah.
guess.
So, yeah,
Safe
there you go.
is giving the flowers.
Nah,
That's what he said.
fuck if it ain't.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck if
know.
it ain't.
But wasn't it like back in the day when a
Oh.
guy asked a girl out to date? Well, first of all, they'd come to the door. But when they came to the door, they came with flowers. That was just a normal thing to do. But now it's
What-
like you
Define
can't-
back in the day when you was not born in the 80s. When's back in the day, Marcina?
I would say 90s. I don't know.
I mean, I still go to the door though. Yo, I still go to the door every time. I'm knocking on that motherfucker. Take 2 steps back. Hey, is if she daddy comes to the door, is what you call home?
No, you're not. You saying I'm outside like
No,
me.
I don't, bro. Every time I'm at the door, bro. I swear.
Okay, I haven't experienced that.
But most of the time, people are on their own now.
Are you
Oh.
empty-handed when you get to the door?
Yeah,
Hey, Tyke, Marcina said she's trying to experience that.
knocking on the door. Look,
Come knock on my door. I've
If
never
we-
had
look,
anyone knock on my door.
if we ever get to that, I guarantee you, whether you live with your parents or you're not, I am knocking at the door.
Damn.
Stamp
But
it.
if it's Mercina, you better
Ladies
have
know
a
that.
bouquet of flowers, not even just regular flowers, roses.
So I'm a one rose type of guy because I'll be mad. I get 12 roses, you throw
Oh,
them
he
all
on
away.
that bachelor shit. Like
I'm
that
okay
one
if you
girl.
throw one rose away, but you're not.
Tyke,
gonna
have you ever bought a girl roses?
No. You said roses. I bought flowers. I just never bought roses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a bouquet, like roses, No, never.
Normally, see, I'm a last minute type of dude. I be stopping in like Giant or like the bouquet store and shit. I just be grabbing the shit that look good. I'm not a flower guy. I just get it because I know it's a good gesture.
True.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you can.
I buy flowers though.
Wrong.
You weren't pulling up with the flowers. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
no.
Might not be a dozen, might get you 6, but you got
Yeah.
your roses. You feel
Yeah,
me?
right.
I already be having 6.
The only thing is roses is just like it's got a
That's lovey-dovey.
yeah, it's got an attachment to it. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather give you some flowers and then you can make your own decision about it. Roses is like
But in my head, like, I don't know what other flowers look good. I'm going with the roses.
yeah, no,
All
I
end
know.
of the day.
No, I'm sure. I get it.
The mixes are nice. Like there's like autumn mixes in the fall time.
Yeah, there'd be like some nice ones that look like roses, but they're orange and shit and like
Yeah.
yellow.
The
The
tulips and
motherfuckers be
shit.
looking good. I like the motherfuckers.
Tulips.
Yeah, the tulips.
Yeah,
and
I
shit.
think that's what they
Hell
are.
Yeah, the tulips.
Yeah.
And the violets and shit.
The bottom
Yeah.
line is you can't go wrong with flowers for a girl.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
100%. I agree with that.
You hear that, man?
See?
Take that with a grain of salt, though.
Yeah.
All right, y'all got anything else?
I'm a soft-hearted motherfucker. If I like you, you gonna know. I'll be doing little shit like that.
We'll know when you send somebody roses. We'll know
Right,
that.
true.
That's
I know. Let us know when it happens.
I'll let you know. Check your door when we get off the podcast.
Hey, who we talking to?
Woo,
Hey, that boy said
Come on,
special
man. Put
delivery.
me on the spot.
Special delivery. Niggas might gotta do some editing after this. All right, y'all got anything else?
No, I think this wraps up this week.
Nah, think about it.
What?
I think Grace upstairs.
Who?
Oh,
Oh.
Oakington.
I didn't get enough flowers. I know where y'all was going.
I'm dead.
But all right, I'm good on this side, man.
All right, what you got, Elsa?
I'm good. Take care of yourself. Take that vitamin D. Get some vitamin D. Take the vitamin D. Have fun. That's for my girls.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to wink.
Yeah.
We need it around this time of year. Get it?
Yes, sir.
Safe.
This time next week, we'll have a new president or we'll have the same president. Whatever the case may be, we'll have a president. So
Nah, we should
dope.
because today will officially be the 12th. So this time next week. So
Next
Yeah, this time
Hopefully
next week.
this time
Yep,
next
yep.
hopefully we're talking about that and see where it's at.
Well, thank you all. Thank you all to our viewers and subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down there. And thank you for watching. Talk to me.